Alright, so this is gonna be like my first video in like a long time. I haven't like posted shit in a while, and I'll explain that. Basically, I'll explain later, but I basically forgot I had a fucking channel. Um, but here, so basically coming into the morning, I was bullish, um, because I believe we still had this buy side at that time. Yeah, we did. We had that. And then we had like some other shit around here, I believe. But yeah, so I was bullish coming in the morning, but we had these equal lows put in right here, so I couldn't really necessarily long off of that. So basically, where is it? All right, open. I was like in between buys, but I was more bullish, so I was just waiting for a price to just tell me shit. So basically, we just kind of opened fucking high. Um, we had no news today. It was Monday. But yeah, as you can see, we come out, take one of my targets right here, this buy side liquidity. So either I was looking for like a 5 minute gap to rebalance and then long out of, or look for a short. So basically, boom, just let this shit just do its thing. Still nothing to take for longs, and then boom, we come up. We hit this hourly gap right here. If we look at the 15 minute, we have some low resistance liquidity, so we've already ran through all the low resistance liquidity. So essentially, this high should be high resistant. We can see we barely like wicked that shit right there. So we did tap into that gap. We then created this 1 minute fair value gap. We threw in the SMT. We had a SMT we had a massive SMT really. ES was selling off. ES just looked bearish overall, and with them putting in this 15 minute. Yeah, them putting in this 15 minute gap and just like kind of rejecting it, like obvious rejection off of it. Well, we'll see here in a second. Like just like it just makes sense to go lower. We have these equal lows, whatever. We have this unfilled 15 minute right here. I guess I could just throw this as 15 minute instead of my break even, because right here, yeah. So basically, here is we get our 1 minute inversion right here. We also get a change in stay in delivery. So what do? We took out liquidity. We are rejecting a higher time frame period. We have a SMT. We have the highest time frame inversion of this leg right here. Technically, I could have went break even early because there's like I think like a 3 minute gap right here, 3 minute gap right here. But I was just very bearish like at this point in time because ES was very obviously bearish. So boom, we inverse that. We change day. I enter in with 2 micros. I'm only trading one account, and it's a My Fund Futures Live, and it's in drawdown right now. So I'm kind of trading very light size. So I was only risking like $95 here. So I enter there, throw my stop at the SMT high, TP1 at the 15 minute, and TP2 at these equal lows. So yeah, so I'm in here, right? Kind of just wait, and then boom, we hit my first take profit. I moved my stop loss like a little bit into profit, probably like 5 points or so, because we should honestly just continue lower if we are bearish. This should just be our little pullback and then continue lower. But I do get broke even, so I only made about like 70. What was it? I'll show you the executions on my phone too. If they're still here, I hope they are. I do have a screenshot, so please tell me they're there. No, fuck. All right, well, I'll show you. Fuck, I don't even have my PN. I have a picture of it. I think. Yes, I do. Here, I'll zoom in. All right. $72. Yeah! Compared to that fucking like 1.2K day I had before. Where is the. Alright, here. Here's my executions. You can see from today. Same shit. Just on the micros chart. So, no, yeah. Hit take profit one, then got broke even. Unfortunately, maybe because it's a no news Monday, maybe because we're just rejecting a 15-minute. It makes sense to, you know, go to the highs now, but it didn't end up doing that. I actually was looking too long out of this at this point because of how strong the rejection was. Like off this 2 minute inversion, and then like have a limit order here. But it was like it took like a couple minutes for me to like be like, yeah, nah, this is pretty ass. Like we should have either hit my limit order and then went to the highs, or we should have already taken this high by now. So I just took it off like around here probably. Yeah, like we're just sitting here and like we should have either delivered or had our pullback. So I didn't end up entering long. But and that would have saved me because my stop loss would have been fucking smacked right here. I would have been stopped out. And yeah, so we'll just go through this and boom, there is the full take profit that would have racked in about $300 today. That would have been nice, you know, because I'm building back my account because I did have like some losses earlier when I first got it. But yeah, I only have one account right now. So My Fun of Futures Live. So that's why it's not like massive numbers, and of course I'm de-risked and shit. So that was my trade for today. So yeah, what was I gonna say? I think that's about really all I had to say about like my setup. I mean, we have the SMT at the highs, swept liquidity, rejecting our hourly gap. We get our inversion, change in state, unmitigated gap down here. So yeah, that's about it, I guess, for that. But now I'll just go in. I don't know. That seems. I don't know. I feel like that's not like that in depth. But I mean, it was really just like I was very convicted off of ES. Just like just showing super bearish like price action. So I was like, all right, you know, we've done this. We've done this much, you know, and we're kind of like showing, you know, we should sell off from here, and my model presented itself. So I entered in shorts and hit TP1, broke even. So yeah, but I'll go into like the fact about me like not posting. So I low key fucking forgot I had an account. So much shit happened, like a YouTube account or a YouTube channel, I guess. A bunch of shit happened within the 2 months time. I think it's been. I've gotten or maybe 3. How long was it been? I don't know, but I've gotten my payouts on those My Fun of Futures accounts. I was trading 3 of them at the time. I got my payouts on that, covered my rent for the year. Then I got my live, and I think I had some Alpha Futures ones. And then I like started having like a losing streak. It was, I don't know, all time highs are not my fucking thing. And I don't know, like we were just kept going all time highs, all time highs. And even if I was like longing, like there were times I'd long when it just should be bullish, right? And it just would fuck me, or I'd short, and it's like I don't know. It's like great setups, but I just fucking lose, like probably 2 weeks straight basically, and it kind of made me crash out. So then I did over leverage and lose some money. That's why I'm making back money right now, and that's why I'm in low risk, just so I can build up my account back, so I can get back to my normal risk and start taking out, you know, potentially daily payouts or whatever if I can get it back to there. So yeah, got my payout, still traded great. Oh, I also, yeah, no, I fucking, yeah, got my payout, traded great after that too. Then I think it was like end of August, kind of got fucked, you know, early. It was like I was like kind of like barely trading. Yeah, because I just moved back into my apartment and shit for school. What else? So I was like kind of barely trading. Then like September, beginning of September, kind of fucked me. Then the last like week or two, I've been just like building it back up. I don't know. I took a break. Oh, also I did take a break. Of trading in general. I just started trading paper because of that losing shit. I just needed to build back my confidence. Whatever. Just needed a break. So I started last week, and I made probably like $300-400 last week. So that's pretty decent, I'd say. I think. I don't know. With my light risk and just building back my account. So I'm back at it fully, not letting the fucking psych shit get to me because I mean it still gets me. Like I've gotten how many fucking payouts? I've had so many fucking payouts, and um, here I can even show you them because I could just say I get hella payouts. Here, wait, I could say I get hella payouts and just like not show them. I'll show you some. Like my most recent one, I got like 2 or 3 of this same amount. So I'll just show you this. Payouts. Wait, where's the certificates? I'll just show you that, I guess. No, I want payouts. Where's the payouts? There they are. I think that. How do I fucking. I'll zoom in. Let's do that. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, where. Alright, here. Boom, I got like. Yeah, see, August 1st, I had like 2 or 3 of these, like 1.2K payouts, so. Yeah, that's just proof of getting payouts. Um, so I don't sound like just some fucking moron saying he does shit but doesn't do it, but there's proof of a payout. So yeah, I think that's about it, really. I don't know. I'm gonna like. Oh, also, oh yeah, I stopped fucking uploading like live trading shit because I didn't want to have to sit through a fucking hour and a half long video of me like just seeing if I fucking said anything stupid or if I like I don't know to cut it out and shit. Um, like cut out if I said some dumb shit or whatever. So I stopped like doing that. I'd record it, but then I just like never get to like actually going back and then going to upload them and shit. So I stopped doing that. So I think from now on, since I have like the live trading shit, like realistically, I made them just for my friend to see like what it's like, in a like in a live market. You're just sitting there for fucking how long until you get your setup, or you could just sit there all day and not get anything. Just like so it doesn't seem like like I titled one of them like 1.2K in 6 minutes or whatever in like 12 minutes or whatever the fuck it was. I just remember that one specifically because I think that was my biggest day on this channel. So it doesn't just seem like it's 6 minutes of your time you're fucking out. No, you're like sitting there for an hour and a half basically every day, and you may or may not make money. You might lose money, whatever. So that's why I made them. Honestly, I think that's like I made enough to really just like get my point across to the kid. That's really why I made them. That's why I made the channel in the first place. But I think from now on, I'm just gonna do trade recaps or whatever, like I did today. Because I mean, this is much shorter, and I don't really have to go through shit. Because I know I'm not saying some retarded shit. And yeah, so I'm just gonna be posting if I get to it again. Like I might be doing that shit where I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I'll get to it later, whatever. I don't know. Posting the fucking recaps. So yeah, no. From now on, I think that's what I want to do is just recaps, and then yeah, hopefully that's like some good information that you can get from that. But yeah, very obvious setup today, or somewhat an obvious setup. I mean, equal lows, unfilled gap, change in state. ES is very bearish. I don't know. Basically, fucking top tick the day too. Look at this fucking thing. That was great. I don't know, but it's about it. I think that's good. See ya.